Hello, friend. Last lecture we have discussed about the chemical machining process. That lecture is available on the Engineering College Banswara YouTube channel. So you can refer from the YouTube channel Engineering College Banswara. So all the lectures are available on that YouTube channel. In continuation to that, we have discussed about the three step basically. Now today we'll discuss about the fourth step, that is the etching. This step is very important basically to produce the required component from the sheet metal. The stage is carried out by the immerse type etching machine. You will see in next figure. The workpiece material is immersed into selected etchant. Basically, is a etching material, and the uncovered area were machined. So what will happen actually? Suppose you want to do the machining of some component, you want to produce some shape, special shape. So rest of that part is covered, and machining part that is uncovered. So this chemical machining will done on that uncovered part only. This is a figure you can see in this figure. This is the immerse type basically. This is the uncover. This undercut that is the uncovered part. Okay, and second there is a mask. So rest of the part is covered with the mask. So that part is not reacted with the chemical. It's a basically acid. So it will dissolve in that pool of the chemical. Here we have workpiece and the chemical reagent, and we are using the heater to increase the temperature and the stirrer. So a stirrer is used to continuously rotate the that chemical, and it's a hanger type basically. It's a hanging at the some point. So this process is very simple. You can see this process is generally carried out at the elevated temperature. So we are using the heater, which are dependent on the each material, each material. So it's a different material has a different temperature. Then the each workpiece is rinsed to clean each end from the machine surface. Basically, you can see this in step as we have discussed in last lecture. It has some pre-processing as well as the post-processing. Fifth is cleaning masking material. So final step is to remove the masking material from the edge part. So the inspection of the dimension and the surface quality are completed before the packing the finished part. So before you have to before you have to uh, before you have to prepare the component, and you have to remove the oil and dust from that, and you have to do the etching of the part, then masking, and after the after completing the machining process, you have to use the cleaning of the mask material. So now next is a maskant. Basically maskant material masking material, which is called a maskant, is used to protect the workpiece surface from the chemical agent. Polymer or rubber based material are generally used for the masking procedure. The selected maskant material should have following properties: tough enough to withstand handling, while adhering to the workpiece surface. So you can see basically masking is used to cover the surface which is not the part of the machine. So first you have to stake that material on the workpiece surface. So the property which are required, that is a well adhering property to the workpiece surface, tough enough to withstand handling. Basically when we are handling the material, so it should withstand. Okay, uh, easy scrubbing, inert to the chemical reagent used, able to withstand the heat used during the chemical machine. So this property is also important. Suppose you have selected any material which is not able to withstand at a certain temperature. Okay, so it is not usable. So in this case, what you have to do, you have to use or select the specific material which can withstand at a certain heat. Easy and inexpensive removal after chemical machining, etching. Multiple mask and coating are used to provide the higher etchant resistance. Long exposure time is needed when the thicker and rougher dip or spray coating are used. Various maskant application methods can be used, such as dip, brush, spray, and electrocoating, as well as the adhesive steps. So you can see we have different type of maskant material that is that is useful for the different applications. Suppose your material is different, at that time you have to select the some different material so it can withstand with the some temperature. If temperature is high, then you have to select the different material. So this step is very important. After etching, maskant or maskant material is very important in case of chemical machining process. You can see this is a list of the material which are available in the market which can be used as the maskant material. Suppose masking material for the various cleaning machine material, workpiece material. You can see that suppose your workpiece is made of the aluminum and alloys, so in that case you can use the polymer or butyl rubber, neoprene, iron based alloys, the polymer polyvinyl chloride. Suppose your base material is nickel, neoprene, magnesium. In that case you can use polymer. In case of copper alloys, polymer, titanium polymer, silicon polymer. So this is the basic staples you can refer for the selection of the maskant material. Now next part is etchant. Etchant are most influential factor in the chemical machining of any material. Various etchants are available due to workpiece material. The best possible etchant should have properties as follow: high etch rate, good surface finish, minimum undercut, compatibility with commonly used maskant. So this is the property of the etchant. You can study this property in detail during this study, that some factor that you have to take care during the selection of this etchant material. So the first one is the high etch rate, good surface finish, minimum undercut, compatibility with the commonly used maskant, high dissolved material capacity, economic regeneration, easy control of process, personal safety maintenance. So these eight property should be considered during the selection of the etchant material. You cannot directly select any material and you can do the etching of that material. So these are the some material which is presented in the table. Ferric chloride is the most widely used etchant in the chemical machining. You You can see ferric chloride. You can see it is usable for the aluminum alloys, copper alloys, and steel, and even nickel. So most of the commonly use this material, ferric chloride. It is mainly used for the etching iron-based alloy as well as the copper and its alloy aluminum. Cupric chloride (CuCl) is generally applied for the copper and copper-based alloy in the electronics industries because the various regeneration systems are available for the waste etchant. So this is the second example, cupric chloride. Alkaline agents are introduced to the fabrication of the electronics components such as a printed circuit board PCB. So you can see this chemical machining or this etching material basically used for the electronics industry most of when you are manufacturing the PCB printed circuit board. In that case we are using the same technology.